Hello, my name is Tusk. This is my experience with Glacial Hammer Berserker for 3.25. This is going to be a little updated build guide now that I've officially gotten my first two Void Stones after a bit of time. Got some upgrades, farmed up. I'd say at this point I'm about 10 divine investment in everything. Yeah, obviously farming tier 16s right now. Got some basic stuff, and I'm just going to cover a lot of the more important things about the build as it currently stands in 3.25. So first things first, leveling, pretty standard. Tree looks about the same from the outline. Got the Winds of Fate right before I killed Searing Exarch, and so that bumped me through the two pinnacle bosses very quick. Obviously, the whole shtick of this build is the full Berserker mindset of I have to kill them before they kill me, that kind of deal, and it definitely fulfills that kind of idea for a build guide for a build. Celestial braces, got that like maybe an hour ago. Nothing too crazy. Gear on this, just some basic stuff. Definitely need better armor rolls because, very low armor currently. But in terms of overall deaths, 104. But I'm gonna be honest. That's mostly because I spec'd into ritual, and then I learned firsthand how rough it was. So obviously moved on from that. Don't do ritual. You can do ritual, but it's extremely rippy at T16s. Okay, major things. Obviously, Celestial Brace, super important. Gives a lot of ramp up. Before you get the Celestial Brace, though, the Admiral's Arrogance Anti-Gauntlets, those are really good because it completely throws out any kind of like ramp up you needed to do for the build. There still is ramp up, and obviously there are techniques you can get around the ramp up, but I deal with it at this current point. Yeah, use those before you get the anti-gauntlets, just because it's very nice. It's very quality of life. Some basic stuff, basic gear. Passive tree, grab some more endurance charge, just because endurance charges are very nice. They're very strong in this league. I wouldn't call them overpowered, but they're very good. Still have this wheel, but this is going to be pulled out once I get a good cluster jewel here with attack speed, fuel the fight, feed the fury, and overlord, or something close to that. Something that helps with life leech. That's the main thing, because I want to get rid of the anoint on this to move on and get something better to anoint. Maybe another endurance charge for tankiness, or maybe I don't know, more damage. It's always fun to do more damage. Current max res, obviously I could be pushing a little farther, but 83%, it's not bad. Need more chaos res, all that kind of thing. But I'm farming T16s with a death maybe every 10 minutes, 20. I'm not really keeping count. We're gonna go off that comment because that reminded me. Yes, tinctures are super good. This tincture right here, in particular, with 32 increased melee attack speed, that's a lot of attack speed, and that's not even like the highest quality flask you can get. I saw some flasks on the market that were reaching 45% increased attack speed, and that's very nice for two reasons. One, you can use it when you're jump starting into a map to help give you a burst of attack speed so that you can build up your rage quicker and just get through it. Second, when you have that moment in a boss when you're allowed to just DPS the fuck out, you pop that, you pop your Blood Rage, you pop your Berserk, you pop the War Banner that's probably at full, and then you just let it run, let it go fully. Yeah. Yeah, this is very scatterbrained. There's not a lot to talk about that I haven't already talked about in previous videos. That's kind of a major thing, just because, I moved some rage around. This wheel wasn't as important. The rage loss isn't too bad, especially with the rage gain. So I got some more max rage over here, pulled out from over here because it was better to get the life from this side and potentially benefit from consecrated ground at some other point in the future. At some point, I'm going to be trying to get the Storm Shroud right here, get avoidance on the boots, get a little gem in here, fix that right up, get some elemental avoidances because the elements are very annoying. Let's do this one. But yeah, no, honestly, very fun. Build's been very nice. I'm probably gonna switch off it, not because the build isn't like doing its work. Like it's got me like 10, 15 divines in like the first 3 days, which, I mean, I'm not like a hyper juicer. I don't really have like a planned Atlas strategy or like buy a bunch of scarabs at all. I just pick up whatever I find off the ground and sell it, which is very nice with the market because I just, grab a bunch of trash off the ground and spend 5 minutes while listening to some music, just putting them on the market, and some people buy the singles, and I get a little chaos infusion. Very, very nice. Yeah, but as you can see, reaching some good speeds without popping Berserk, without a lot of frenzy charges. Obviously, we have Blood Rage, so we only have 3, but, if you want more speed, get more frenzy charges, get a better way to... Oh, my computer. Jeez, okay. That's never happened before. What the hell happened there? Yeah, but the whole point is we're zooming, and I'm just gonna quickly do the yellow over here. So yeah, pop that. Dodge that because we're not dumb. And go over here, pop that. So as you're seeing, yeah, of course, the rage goes down in between things. So this is an example of a mechanic that you might not want to do if you don't like having to re-amp your rage while you're mapping. That's completely a preference choice. I don't mind a little ramp up, but I'm also someone who likes steaming the builds. You pop that, and then he's frozen. There we go. Just clear all that up. Yeah. Okay, back to what I was saying. I'm probably going to switch to a different build just because I want to see what new stuff exists. I know there's that corpse explosion helmet that they added. I don't know. There aren't really any new skills, but, melee has received plenty of buffs, and, well, plenty of people have already covered the, more popular, stronger builds, but now there's a lot more options and a lot more leeway for that kind of thing. I might actually do that hollow palm thing I was talking about. That seems like a good idea. Yeah, there you go. My shipments need a lot of red juice, so gotta make sure we get all this. Okay. There we go. Now, I'm going to be providing the current POB in the description, the basic kind of stuff. Play around with it, have fun with it. If you don't want to run on Winds of Fate, if you're not a big fan of the kind of playstyle where you don't hit the first 2 times, it is definitely a good 100% viable option to use the experimental base type that gives you endurance and power charges, gives you a lot more leeway, that can reach a very high physical damage marker, and you don't really need the block as much if you're just stacking like 7 endurance charges at that level. You're just reducing the amount of physical and elemental damage you're receiving a lot. So that kind of thing. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Here to answer things. And yeah, hope you guys have a good league. YouTube stuff.